The world is full of mysteries, but few are as strange as the disappearance of Elias Vance. One morning, the greatest cartographer of our time was simply gone. His workshop, a place usually humming with the quiet energy of creation, was silent. Dust motes danced in the sunbeams, illuminating shelves overflowing with rolled-up charts, strange brass instruments, and the faint, sweet smell of parchment and ink. Nothing was stolen, nothing was out of place. The only thing Elias left behind was his final, unfinished masterpiece. It lay sprawled across his grand oak desk, a beautiful, intricate map of a land that doesn't exist on any globe. To understand what happened, you have to understand the man. Elias Vance wasn't just a mapmaker, he was a poet of places. He believed a true map shouldn't just show you where to go, but how a place feels the chill in the air, the scent of the soil, the weight of its history. His apprentice, a young man named Thomas Thorne, watched this obsession grow. Thomas revered his master, but he also felt a pang of envy, a shadow of fear. He saw Elias drift further from reality, pouring every ounce of his genius into creating the perfect map. He'd spend days without eating, his eyes wild with a feverish light, muttering about capturing the soul of the landscape. The investigators who arrived at the scene were utterly baffled. They questioned Thomas for hours, but his answers only deepened the mystery. He was distressed, his voice trembling as he spoke of his mentor's final days. He described the map on the desk not as a piece of paper, but as a destination. The symbols on it belonged to no known culture. The coastlines twisted in ways that defied physics, and the geometry seemed to fold in on itself. When pressed for a logical explanation of where Elias could have gone, Thomas looked the lead detective straight in the eye and whispered, "He didn't just leave, he succeeded. He walked into his work." The investigators, of course, dismissed this as the ramblings of a grieving apprentice. The case of Elias Vance was filed away, stamped with the word unsolved, and forgotten by the world. But the legend of the cartographer's final riddle lived on in hushed tones among those who knew him. The map was locked away in an evidence vault, an anomaly that no one could explain. Sometimes, late at night, a guard on duty would swear they saw something impossible, a flicker of movement from the corner of their eye. They'd lean in closer to the evidence locker, peering at the strange chart within, and for just a second, under the dim fluorescent light, the ink lines on the ancient parchment would seem to shift, to flow like water, the mountains rearranging themselves into new, impossible peaks. The map wasn't just a drawing, it was alive. It leaves us with a chilling question. Did Elias Vance truly get lost, or did he finally find his way home, onto a piece of paper that holds a world of its own? What do you think happened to the world's greatest mapmaker? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.